It's Week 12 of the NFL, and we've got Jared Wiley. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos, next on EA Sports.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense...
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're off from Arrowhead. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They go play action, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Third and long for him here. Completes this one to Rice. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Oh man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Again, Mahomes to throw. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Back to the air, Mahomes. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Blankenship. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And Kate, you don't have to look beyond his performance last week as really a root cause of their loss. I'm not saying the only cause. Others certainly had a hand in it too. But you aren't winning a lot of games in this league or any league if you turn it over 3 times without a touchdown to counteract them. A lot of room for him to improve this week.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face second down. Draw play, this is Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. Dulcich hauls it in. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Wiley hauls it in. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Second and 3 now. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. So after getting that pass away, he's in some visible discomfort. Training staff out now to see how serious it may be. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Bronco, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Another throw for Mahomes. On target to his man, Tony. He's got a gain of 6 there. Sent down by Cody Barton. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Got his target, it's Tony. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard
A tight end in motion now. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Connects with Wiley. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
First down.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment in defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st.
Automatic first down.
This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty resets that marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 31. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Off play action. It's Mahomes. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Broncos will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 1-yard line.
Early movement along the right side, the flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Punt team on the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 44 yards on his 1st kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. They motion a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one is taken in by Tony. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 9-point advantage. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. That play is going to remain a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
Broncos nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting at the 10. He stopped on the return at the 27. Denver set to take the field on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Give to Williams from the gun. And they had that one contained right at the line. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Nix to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Sent down by Cody Barton. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Mahomes now. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw Mahomes. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
A 39-yard attempt.
Up and good from Blankenship. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Nix with it on first. Into the hands of Dulcich. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Up the gut they go with Williams. He still has room inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Throw complete to Williams. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Wiley hauls it in. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. 1st down throw, Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Pass complete to Wiley. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 3rd and just 2 to go. Another throw for Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Number 19, Kadarius Toney. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Back to the air, Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Broncos. With it, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds a man, Adam Troutman has it. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Justin Reed with the tackle. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. James Cook, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. From there, we take the trip across Lake Erie to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Jared Goff, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A timeout now, staff out to attend to an injured player, and that's Javonte Williams shaken up. And we know he's dealt with a big injury before. Hopefully nothing serious this time. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often. captain coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Second and 10 now. Hauled in by Worthy. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it in the red zone. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
From the red zone now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So here comes the Bronco offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Justin Reed with the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
He's got a man left, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
And 3 yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Mims with the grab.
Nix's pass completes to Montgomery.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Chiefs in a nickel set for this third down call. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They give inside to Estime. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 6 yards. That's going to set up 3rd and goal. McLaughlin. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. One more push from the ground game. And he gets in, touchdown. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 13.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tony now to return it. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 36. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. One of the tight ends in motion left. Third and short. Here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Pacheco gets it from the gun, and he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Right back to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Getting out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Broncos headed out. Jaleel McLaughlin headed out with them. So no return on that punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Nix with it on first. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Mahomes now. Got his target, it's Tony. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. This is Pacheco. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
It's Pacheco again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 42. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Nix from the gun. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. It is caught left side. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Now it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
The tackle by Chris Barnes.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He runs it up to midfield. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. 1st down, ball at the 36. A give now from the gun. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 28. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Another carry for him. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 4 yards. They're going to say 4 on that carry, and that's going to bring up 4th and 4. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Tony now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 31. Hauled in left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. He's got him, that's Pacheco. And he gets this forward to the 19. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing again, Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away. You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
From midfield on second down. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking for a target. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. They'll throw again. Nix. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Broncos at a 2-score deficit. Nix with it on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. And that's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. Their punter making his way out now. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Cut by Sutton. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here we go, second and very long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Desperation time here on fourth. Buys time, rolling right. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback? Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.